Hacienda Ribbit here. Today we're going to make some stuffed eggplant Calabrian style. Calabria is the toe of the Italian boot, and it is famous for its fishing, tuna and swordfish, as well as its vegetables and citrus fruits. It has a wonderful Mediterranean climate that is suited for that. And throughout Italy, Calabria is known for its eggplants, red tomatoes, red onions rather, and peppers, among other things, lemons and olives. So we're going to make a recipe utilizing the leftover Calabrian sauce that I made the other day. Now up here in the corner there's going to be a link, a little card where you can click on it and you can see how we made that sauce. Delicious stuff. We had plenty. That's leftovers. We're going to use it for the stuffed eggplant recipe. So we got the sauce, we got the eggplant. We're going to need a little bit of breadcrumbs. We got some grated Parmesan cheese. Over here we have 2 teaspoons of those cured hot peppers, Italian peppers that come in a little jar, and olive oil, plus 2 teaspoons of chopped sun-dried tomatoes that again come cured in olive oil. We have 1 teaspoon of Cheater's garlic. The recipe calls for about a clove or 2. I'm going to use Cheater's garlic, it's easier. 1 teaspoon red pepper flakes, half a teaspoon each salt and pepper. We have here 2 teaspoons or 1 generous tablespoon of fresh chopped oregano. We have half a red onion, half a red bell pepper. We have, I'd say about a quarter cup, third of a cup of the chopped green parts of spring onions. And here we have the meat. We have a 1/3 pound of burger. Yesterday we grilled some burgers and steaks over charcoal and cherry wood, and so I took a leftover patty, just chopped it up, and I think that smoke flavor is going to add a lot to this recipe. If you don't have a pre-made burger like I do, just get a 1/3 pound of hamburger and you're going to saute it in with the onions and the bell peppers. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how to make this. Okay, so what we've done here is we've taken this eggplant, cut it in half lengthwise, put it face down in a pot of boiling water, excuse me, and we blanched it for 7 minutes. Transferred it to this plate, let it sit out for another 5-10 minutes so it cools down enough to handle. So what we're going to do now is, with a spoon, we're going to want to cut the flesh and the seeds out like that and just scrape it out gently, okay? This is good stuff. This is going to form a basis of our stuffing. Okay, when we pull that out, we're going to set it aside here to a chopping board because we're going to chop it up nicely, and we're going to cook it with the onions and the red bell pepper and stuff. Okay, so I'll go ahead and prep this, and you join me at the skillet. Thank you. All right, so here we got a hot skillet with about a quarter cup of olive oil. And we're going to start out by putting in our red onions, followed by our red bell pepper, and the salt, red pepper flakes, and pepper, as well as the peppers and sun-dried tomatoes. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just continue to stir that until they start getting softened. Oh, and of course the eggplant that I scooped out and chopped up. So let's combine that well and start cooking it down for a little bit. Okay, this has been cooking for about 5 minutes, and folks, it is smelling fantastic. Wow, these just Calabrian flavors just come together so well. Alright, so now what we're going to do is add the burger, followed by the garlic. Cheater's garlic is always nice. Followed by the 2 teaspoons of fresh oregano. Okay, now you can use dried oregano, but I happen to have some fresh in the fridge, so that's what we're going with. Alright, so let's continue to cook this down for about another 4 to 5 minutes. Join me then. Alright, so now this is cooled off slightly, and we've got it in a bowl, to which we're going to add the green parts of the spring onions. And we're going to start out with about 1/3 of a cup of breadcrumbs, and we're going to mix it up well. Let me go ahead and do that, and I'll figure out, and I'll tell you exactly how many breadcrumbs we needed. Alright, it turns out that 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs was perfection, so that's good. So now we're going to add, I'd say half this bag, 4 ounces of Parmesan cheese, pre-grated. You can grate your own if you want. And then let's go ahead and, once we got this incorporated, let's stuff the peppers. So join me there. Okay, so now we have the hollowed out eggplants. They're on a baking sheet covered in foil that I've shot with Pam. So now let me show you how we're going to stuff this stuff. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to compress it down so you get a lot of filling in there. And I won't bore you with all the details, but come back once they're stuffed. Alright, so now the eggplants are stuffed. That filling tastes absolutely fantastic. Then we're going to take the leftover Calabrian sauce, and we're going to cover it here. And then we're going to stick it in a preheated 400-degree Fahrenheit oven, and we're going to bake it for 20 minutes. Okay, so join me when they come out. There's another little surprise on there for you. Alright, so here they are out of the oven after 20 minutes. Looks like we had a little boating accident over there, but that's fine. So now what we're going to do is, we've got some shredded mozzarella cheese. We're going to top these babies, and then we're going to put them under the broiler till they get all nice and brown and bubbly. So join me then. And there you have it, 2 absolutely gorgeous stuffed eggplants, Calabrian style. This smells absolutely fabulous. The Parmesan, the fresh oregano, the charcoal grilled meats really paired well together. Just a fantastic all-around recipe. If you like eggplant, this is definitely for you. I do appreciate you watching, folks. Y'all take care.